Hello everyone. So in this video we will set up the Room database. Room is an easier way to implement the SQLite database for our application. We use Room because it provides compile time verification of the SQL queries, and it provides us with some annotations which will minimize the boilerplate code. So yeah, that's why we use Room instead of using the SQLite APIs directly. So I've copied the dependencies from the documentation, so you can take a look at that, and let's just start setting it up. So to set up Room database, it consists of mainly three elements: the database class, the DAO, and the entity class. So first of all, we will create the entity class. So create a package uh, called data, and inside that package create another package named entity. And now in this package create a data class, so Kotlin class, and we will name it note, and it will be a data class. So this data class basically consists of the schema of our table, so just annotate it with entity, and inside the parentheses mention the table name as notes. For our node, first of all we need an ID, and this will be a primary key, so you can annotate it with primary key, and inside the parentheses auto generate is equals to true, and this will be an integer, comma, and now we need the title for the node, val title, and this will be a nullable string, then we need the content for our node, this will also be nullable, and now we need the date for our node, and this will be long. So now to pass this class between the fragments, we need to make it parcelable, so just extend it with parcelable and annotate this with parcelize. So now as you can see, it doesn't recognize the annotation parcelize because we forgot to implement the plugin. So just head over to the Gradle file, and under the plugins just mention ID Kotlin parcelize and click on sync now. Wait for a few seconds. So now as you can see, we just have to import it, alt enter, and import the parcelize annotation. Now you can pass this class between the fragments. So that's it for this entity class. Now we'll move further to the database class. So create a new package inside the data package. This package will be database, and inside this we will have a class node database, and click enter, and this will be an abstract class. Now annotate it with database, and inside the parentheses we have to mention the entities in the form of array. So we have only one entity, so we will mention it entities array of, and then the name of the entity, that is note alt enter, and the version is 1. So that's it for this class, and now we'll move to the DAO. So make a new package again, call it DAO, and inside this package make a class, and this will be called node DAO, and this will be an interface. So first of all, annotate it with DAO. Now this class will consist the methods that the rest of the application can use to interact with the database. So now let's create the functions. First of all, we have get all nodes, and this will return flow of list of nodes, and annotate this function with the add query, and inside the parentheses we'll write the query select all from nodes order by date, and the order will be in descending. So that's all for this function. Let's move on. So this query is compile time safe, so that is one of the benefits of Room. And now we will create an insert function, insert note, and this will be a suspend function, so we can use it with in a coroutine scope. This will take a note and just annotate this with @insert. In this case we do not have to write the query. And now let's create an update function. And annotate it with @update. And lastly we have the delete function. @delete. So that is it for this class. Let's move on further. Go to the database class, and there we will make an abstract function that will be node DAO, and this will return node DAO. Here we will create the provides function. So first of all, let's create the first function provide room database. Inside we need the context, so we can get the context by an annotation given by Hilt application context. And now room.database builder, pass the context here, the name of the class node database, double colon class.java, and the name of the database, this will be node database. Dot fallback to destructive migration, and lastly dot build. So we can see here there is an error. Okay, so I forgot to extend the database class as room database. So go over to the database node database class and extend this class to room database. Now go back to the app module and the error is resolved. Now for this function, as this is a provide function, we need to annotate this with @provides, so Dagger will know that this is the function he is looking for, and we will annotate this with @singleton, because we only need one instance of this of the database throughout the app. Now let's create another function, and that will be provide node DAO, and it will take the database and it will return db.nodeDAO, and this will also be a provides function and singleton. So yeah, the setup of the room database is complete here, and I will see you in the next video. Have a nice day.